Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. How are you beautiful people doing? Here for Wallaby Racing League Tier number 1, and we're here for the Imola Grand Prix. And I'm looking forward to this chat, looking forward to this. The home of a couple of Italian teams, the Tauris, Alfa Romeo, and Ferrari. So looking to see how those teams go here tonight. But more importantly, championships cannot be decided here tonight. We got 6 rounds left of the season as Curtis has joined in finally. So he will be the 20th car on the grid here this evening, and he'll be partying up potato in the Aston Martin. Let me know, chat, if the audio is all good. If I'm coming through crisp, clean, if I'm too loud, too soft, if the game audio is too loud or not. So let me know, thumbs up, because I'm now on Discord call chat. I'm on the Discord, not on the Xbox party chat anymore. So hopefully it is all Gucci coming through here this evening. But so that's the admin work done. We'll go through the first part. It is Accelerator, currently on provisional poll with a 14.5. I am streaming by the PC, Roshan, so if you got a PC, I can definitely help you after we do Wallaby here this evening. Eagle up into P2 with a 15.7. Back racing. Viper goes to the top with a 14.3 here. So let's just have a look at. We got Curtis back racing. We have Frosty here. We got Roscoe in the lobby chat. Take a screenshot. That is the new profile picture right there. Roscoe _212. I think has raced in all the 3 OCE leagues this week. So obviously the PlayStation leagues have all finished up their season. So Roscoe's now got some time to do the 3 main OCE leagues, Wallaby, Rapid, and OCE. So lovely, jubbly to see Roscoe here tonight. As Relics goes to the top with a 14.0. Potential of some 12s here tonight, perhaps. We might just have to wait and see here with Relics nearly into the 13s. Well, Oscar's now into the 13, so 13.9 is now the benchmark, chat. Potential of a 12 here is always on the board. So let's have a look at the championship standings. We've got Left 4 Dead and Blade. 13 points separating those two. Relics in P3 is 70 points behind. And I've done the maths, chat. There is 226 points left, because we do have a sprint race towards the end of the season. So 226 points. Relics is 70 points behind Left 4 Dead. Can Relics pull the unthinkable of unthinkables and win a championship? Ryan is 15 points behind Relics, so he's 85 points behind Left 4 Dead. Could he? The man that came in mid-season is already in P4. Can Ryan, from the depths of despair, get a championship that Left 4 Dead has been winning since the opening round? That is going to be some story. I think Ryan, when did Ryan get? It was Abu Dhabi, I think it was, that he came in. I can't remember what round that was, but it was certainly around the halfway point of the season. And now Ryan in the top 4. Then we got the Ox Chiller, Geordie, Noodles, Abyss, Oscar, J-Rad, Accelerator, Zernix, Eagle, Okozil, Sniper, Martin, Frosty, Viper, McIntyre, and Bio yet to get off the mark. And in the Constructors, well, this is a different story. Ferrari lead Red Bull by 60 points here this evening. It's Bio, Left 4 Dead against Relics and Ryan here this evening. 67 points is a fair gap. So Red Bulls need a couple of 1-2s and Ferrari to have some poor results in the final 6, including tonight's race. Alfa Romeo P3. I mean, they're fighting the Bulls here for P2, but if the Red Bulls are not careful, Alfa Romeo could sneakily get themselves a P2 here this evening. Or not this evening, but in the Constructors at the end of the season. Williams, I think P4 is going to be the best for them. Aston Martin are in their battle, along with Alpine, Mercedes, AlphaTauri, McLaren. Haas taking up the anchor, 40 points behind the McLarens. Haas, they need to score some big points here this evening, just to have a whiffer to get close to the McLarens here. So there is the championships pre tonight. So Imola, always a track where it can certainly bring out safety cars. It can bring out some wild and wacky weather. So it's going to be one to watch out for, I am sure, throughout the season. So, under 10 minutes to go, chat. The times are... It's Bio on provisional pole with a 13.5. Ryan P2 with a 13.8. Potato P3 with a 13.9. Oscar with a 13.9 as well. Relics back out on track in P5 with a 14.0. Zervinx P6 with a 14.1. Rilo P7 with a 14.2. Viper P8 with a 14.3. Abyss P9, 14.4. And Accelerator P10 with a 14.5. P11 is Eagle with a 14.6. And Blades of Ice is in P12. But we can't judge that lap too harshly, as Noodles is up into a P number 4 with a 13.9. Wallaby Imola lap record has already been broken tonight. Lovely jubbly to see. Right, oh, Blades of Ice improves up into P6 with a 13.9. So, Blades of Ice P2 in the championship. He's ahead of Relics, who's in P3, but we're just waiting on Left 4 Dead to post his first time, and he's out on track right now. Jordan Arnold is right there. He's ahead of Left 4 Dead, so Jordan Arnold will be the next car to set a lap time. As Jordy, his teammate, starting off a lap here. Roscoe's out on track. Oh, Jordan's out of battery, so apologies that I missed that. Oh, my word, that's loud in the headset, chat. Might be less on boards on my end, unless I can turn down the volume of my headset, which I might just do. And Jordan is into the pits. Yeah, I might turn down the volume of my headset just a tad. And there's the other flags. I think cars are just out of petrol, really. Where is Relics? Is back into the pits. Ryan's on another run. He is half a tenth up in the first sector. Car's getting out of the way. He throws it into that that right-hander, sorry. Now into this middle sector chicane, or final sector chicane here. He's barely up in the middle sector. Throws that Ferrari car like no tomorrow. And now Ryan 97, who's P for the championship, 85 points behind Left 4 Dead. What can Ryan 97 do? Does not invalidate. He's still got battery. And it's up into P2. He found some time in that final sector and gets up into P2. Bio still out there on track. Lefty. Purple middle sector, but that's probably due to Eagles' time more than anything. Waiting on Jordan Arnold, Curtis, and Roscoe to set that lap time. So Roscoe will be the next driver to set a lap time. 49.9 is 1.1 slower than Left 4 Dead here. And Roscoe back racing in Wallaby, P17. Lefty here in the Red Bull goes up into P2. P2 for the Red Bull of Lefty, and it's a 1-2 for the team at Red Bull. And Buyer's got even quicker with a 13.4 here. So my thoughts of a 12 here might not be coming to fruition. It's going to be low 13s, it seems here. Low to mid 13s for pole. Oh, Curtis invalidates. Curtis invalidates, and into the pits he goes. Jordan Arnold just getting ready to have a tilt of a lap time. 12 is stretched, yeah, but oh, Accelerator's had a moment. He's had a moment that's those soft tyres done. Blades of Ice down to P9. It's only half a second behind. Just over half a second behind. I mean, it's still pretty close up and down the field. The time run is 1.67 at 6 seconds, separating the time runners from 1 to 9 to 18. Sorry. Someone improved. It was Eagle up into P13. Eagle bringing out, showing up for the Alpines here in this later stages of the season. Blades of Ice here now is on a run here. Now, the man in P2, he's got to find just over 3/10 just to get ahead of Left 4 Dead here. Come on, Frosty and Noodles. We got Frosty and Noodle fans in the chat. One for Alfa Romeo, one for the McLarens. But we're focusing on this man who's P2 in the championship. Purple first sector. Apologies that I didn't see how much he was up in the first sector by, but it looks crisp. It looks clean here now. Now this tricky part of the circuit, he cannot invalidate too wide, or he will invalidate, but he doesn't. Middle sector time split, 3.5 tenths. 3.5 tenths. So this is right now a P2 lap time for Blades of Ice, who's P2 in the championship. Left 4 Dead is P2 on track here, but he's P1 in the championship. Blades of Ice, his sole focus, he's getting Left 4 Dead, of course. Does not invalidate, which is lovely see. Now the run to the line. It is P2. P2 for Blades of Ice. And with 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I don't know if you have enough time to get back into the pits, new set of soft tyres, and go for a final run here. But Blades of Ice is P2. He's on the front row of the grid. Jordan Arnold's up into P3, so Left 4 Dead's down in P4, and now everybody's now coming out. Every single person is now coming out, chat. The first car to cross the line will be Potato. It will be Potato. Everybody's coming out, chat. If F1 Esports is 12. I mean, it can still be doable. It can still be doable. Especially with the caliber of drivers that we've got here tonight. I tell you what, Eagle, if he catches up to his teammate, he can get a slipstream on all the major straights here. He's just got to catch up to his teammate, or his teammate slows down. Let him catch up a little bit. And the Alpines will be absolutely loving life here. So, Blades of Ice into the pits. Jordan Arnold will go into the pits as well. But Potato will be the first man to complete a lap time in the Aston Martin. And Jordan has retired in the pits, so his quality is done. I don't think Blades of Ice will have that. He doesn't, so Blades of Ice quality is done. So he cannot go any higher than P2 unless Bio gets a grid penalty. Oh, Potato! Potato invalidates. Potato invalidates. It's not Ryan. So the first car will be Relics. Let's see Relics in the Ferrari. He's half a tenth up here in the first sector. It's not purple. So Relic's half a second up. He needs to find a lot more time, about 7/10 of a second, just to get onto the front row of the grid here. Relic's the man in P3 of the championship. We cannot forget about this man here. Well, technically both Ferraris. But Relic's it's not looking good here, Relic's. He's got to chuck it into the final couple of corners here. It says purple middle sector, but you can't read too much into that, chat. Can Relic's get at least onto the front row of the grid or second row of the grid here? Does not invalidate. Matato's into the pits. Relic's across the line. It's P7. P7 for Relic's. Jared's P10. Accelerator is in P18. Viper is in 13th. Ryan goes up into P2. Ryan's up into P2. And Bio is giving his teammate an almighty tow here. Just could not invalidate. And now, Left 4 Dead. It is P1. It is P1 for Left 4 Dead. Roscoe is a couple of tenths up here. Can he get off the bottom here? Curtis is out. He cannot get off the bottom. Eagle across the line. He improves to P10. That's a good quality for the man in P10. But look at that, chat. The top four. I'll tell you, if Bayer has done the whole season, this championship fight could be on for a young and old. The top four under just over 37 milliseconds. Then we got Jordan, Frosty, Relic's, Oscar, Geordie, and Eagle. Then we got Jared, Potato, Nils, Viper, Zervix, Rilo, Abyss, Accelerator, Roscoe, and Curtis. With Roscoe getting this week's coveted Drunk Driver Award here this evening. Covering up the whole grid, 1.3 seconds. Curtis could have been up there, but the grid, 1.3 seconds on the time runners, of course. That is a close grid if I've ever seen one, chat. But welcome to the grid, and it is overcast, chat. It is overcast. Could we see some weather? Could we see some weather, chat? That is going to be... If this race wouldn't be spicy enough with the top four that close, chuck in some weather. Oh my days. This could get very tasty very quickly as we're waiting for the drivers to set up. To get their setups correctly, do the race strategies, pick the tyres they want to start on, and then we'll get ready for 5 red lights for the Imola Grand Prix. Drivers taking their time, which is what you want to see, chat, because one wrong move and your race is completely done from the get-go. So you want to take your time, do your strategies correctly, and get your setups fine-tuned. And so here we go. And it is lights out, and away we go. Left 4 Dead gets to the line really well, but Ryan is on the hards here, looking for a move. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. Blades of Ice up in the P4. There's someone going off track here. There's someone going off track in Jordan Arnold. There's someone way off track. It's Relic's. Relic's is off. Oh, D, the man in P3, the championship is off. He's got a long race ahead of him now here. And it's a virtual safety car. Eagles had a spin. It's a virtual safety car. And someone's lost some front wing. It is Accelerator. Accelerator's lost some front wing here, so there's a collision somewhere. Oh my days, chat. Oh dear, Ryan thought about a move, but we'll get up the tyre strategies. There it is. Only 3 cars is on the mediums. That's the 2 Bulls and Roscoe, and it's actually green flag racing, so it's gone very quick. So green flag racing, chat. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. And the top 3, 1.5 seconds away from Jordan Arnold here. Oh my word, it is so loud, chat. Anyway, Potato and Accelerator both pitting. So it was Potato and Accelerator colliding. Red Bull will control the race here. Well, I'm thinking the Bulls might have been hoping for an early safety car. Ryan's just chilling here. Doesn't have to really do anything. Hang on, Jack. It is super loud. Okay. Okay, that's better. That's better. I can actually hear myself. Yeah, so Ryan doesn't really have to do much if he can stick with him in the DRS. As DRS is now enabled, there's only one DRS zone, which is this main straight here, which is kind of interesting, but kind of not. I mean, where else could you potentially put that second DRS? Maybe after the hairpin where the leaders are coming to here now, like not the chicane, but the hairpin here on the exit here. Maybe that could be a DRS zone. Easily, yeah. Well, I mean, considering what Ryan showcased last night for Rapid, I get a completely different track, Singapore and Imola, but my God. Like, I think all racing is not easy, but it was a super easy race for Ryan last night. He gapped the field 10 seconds before the pit stops, and he won by 14 after the pit stop. So he was just on another level last night. But again, as I said, completely different tracks here. Here you can overtake more easily, I think, here at this track. Then Singapore. Singapore, all about the downforce. But here, I think you can... Downforce is key, but I think you can make some good overtakes if you can make it good. Ryan will get through straight is too... Yeah. But as I said, he doesn't have to do anything at this early stage. All he has to do is just try and stick with the Bulls in the DRS. I'm surprised one of them didn't go the hards here. I'm surprised like a buyer didn't go for the hards. But they didn't split the strategy, so I'm thinking they might be hoping for some sort of safety car. So and these drivers will be doing the simple one stop here. Medium hards, hards, mediums. What are we thinking, chat? Like 4, 10 or 17 pit windows for the mediums and hards. That could be one to watch out here. What happened to Eagle? Just so the first chicane happened really. Relics went off. Potato and Accelerator got caught up. I think Eagle just got swamped. I think he had a poor start from P10 down into P17. I tell you what though, he's keeping Relics behind. So Relics looks like he doesn't have that much pace here. And Eagle's keeping him out of DRS range. So fair play to Eagle. And this man here, the man in P2 in the championship, P4, he didn't get off the line too well as Frosty's looking for a move. Oh, oh my word, that could have been disaster. It's an Alpha Williams train here, chat. And then we've got the rest of the grid. Curtis gets a 3-second time, but that's another thing too. Track limits. If there is a safety car, late safety car, that track limits penalties are going to be a huge factor. I'm not sure how the other 3 tiers went here. Zernix now has a 3-second time penalty. I don't know if there's like many safety cars or not, but knowing from my experience at this track, both racing and commentating, it can be safety car city, but it usually happens when there's a humongous crash. SC didn't come out to like lap 17, yeah. And there we go. Oh, Lefty! Oh my word, that could have been absolute disaster. Luckily, he's controlled that. But there is a change at Red Bull. Bio now leads ahead of Lefty. Ryan is on the back. Roscoe getting a penalty. The penalties are coming in thick and fast here, chat. They're coming in thick and fast here. Yes, I know I've been on Ryan for pretty much the entire of the opening 7 laps, but Ryan in an absolute calm position that look, he's even coming out of the slipstream. Doesn't make a move as Blades of Ice makes a move onto Jordan Arnold. Frosty did very well, P6 in the Alfa Romeo. He's had some good drives, but just towards the end of races, he's thrown away a couple of good positions. And I think if he can keep that out of his game and stay in these good positions here, and I'm like, yeah, P6. You know, in-game is 8 points, but with leagues like Wallaby having points from 1 to 15, points are different, and P6 now means more points. And, you know, he's just got to keep building up his confidence. Keep this P6, maybe even a P5, maybe even a P4 if he's lucky enough. But he's just got to keep his head on towards the end of race stints as Riley's overtaken Curtis. Curtis is off. I think there's been an accident between. Oh, Curtis has spun it again. Curtis has done it. Right. Oh, Rilo's got damage. Rilo's got damage. No, it's a tyre change. He's doing the 2-stop. That's... Oh, Curtis is retired into the pits. Oh dear. Oh dear, fans. Alright, let's have a look at battery. It is over 40, 50, 94% for Ryan. And this is what I mean, chat. Ryan does not have to make any moves. The Bulls will pit sooner rather than later. At least one of them will have to. I think that's when Ryan will strike. I think that's when Ryan will strike. And speaking of striking, here we go. Oh. Well, chat. That is certainly interesting. That is certainly interesting. It's Jordy and Frosty going at it. Oh, let's watch this from Oscar's perspective here. Oscar thought about around the outside, if you don't mind. But nothing doing there. Eagle back into getting a penalty. Rilo into the pits again. I think they didn't change his wing. They didn't change Rilo's wing. And Relics is into the pits. This is an early stop for Relics. It's mediums. He's doing the 2-stop. He's doing the 2-stop. 22 laps to go. It's 3 11-lap stints. That is interesting from the Ferrari, man. Potato will get ahead, perhaps. It doesn't look like it. No, Potato slots in behind. Oh. Oh my word. Bit of gamesmanship there from Lefty there. He's let his teammate go through, of course. But Ryan is now putting on the... I think he knows now he's got the better tyres. Ryder getting a penalty. Oh dear, fans. As I said, I think Ryan now knows he's got the better tyres here. A little bit of a... Oh, Relics has got a time pen. He's just got no pace here. Yeah, Ryan not too happy. And he's getting a little bit frustrated. He's just got to stay calm, cool, collected. The Bulls will pit pretty soon. Roscoe getting another time penalty, lad. 6 seconds. So there's the pen situation currently. We'll go back. We'll have a look at some other actions at the moment. But this battle here, Ryan knows. I think Ryan knows that he just doesn't have to make any moves. He's got the most battery out of the two Bulls, probably combined. What I think it is probably just sit back and go. Oh, Roscoe getting a 5-second penalty. Not a good return to Wallaby for Roscoe. But as I was saying, Ryan knows we all know he won't make it a desperate move to get ahead. He's still in this championship fight. As I said, 226 points. Still up for grabs, chat. Because there is a sprint race, and don't forget that the fastest lap point as well, just in case, because those could be very, very important come the end of the season. And oh, there it is. There's the move. And Bio's into the pits. Bio is into the pits. He's going to do the undercut on both Ryan and Left 4 Dead here, so he might get it. Geordie Slater is also into the pits. It is a long pit lane too, chat. So you got to factor in that too. Looks like Bio will come out into some clean air. Same with Geordie. Geordie will come out into bucket loads of clean air. So Geordie might gain on these two as well. Lap 15 out of 32. We've completed 14 laps here already. We've got 18 left. Now the question is, what does Lefty want to do? Does he pit? He does pit. It is the hard compound tyres. Abyss is also into the pits. Bio absolutely going to be so... not Lefty. Bio's going to be so far ahead of Lefty. Actually, it's not by that much. So the undercut has worked on Bio here. And oh yeah, Bio's got an orange shell between himself and his teammate here now. So, oh, Curtis has left the session. 24.6 seconds is the gap between Ryan and Bio. And right, Ryan stayed out an extra lap. He's got so much more pace on these hard compound tyres here now. Ryan is boxing this lap, says Roshan. Ooh. He's putting his money on this lap. Well, I mean, he might. No safety cars yet. We've only had the one VSC, but there's still time for a big boy safety car to come out, chat. And see, gap to lead at 22 seconds between Bio and Ryan here. We've got half the race distance to go. And Ryan's pitting, so Roshan was right. Roshan was right. Was right here. Frosty Oscar also pits, but he comes by. Where is Lefty? He's stuck behind Viper. Oh, is that going to cost Lefty here a position against Ryan? Oh my word, this is going to be super close. I think Lefty's got it. Yeah, Lefty's got him. Lefty has got him. Lefty's got him, so it's a Red Bull 1-2 once again. Geordie is ahead of Blades of Ice. The 3-lap undercut has got him the track position. Now Ryan on the quicker mediums, 15 laps to go, chat. Oh, Frosty gets a time penalty. That is not what he wants. And Frosty's been overtaken by Noodles and the Bears, but Frosty's making a move onto a Bears. Oh, what a move. Oh, huge! Huge! Buyer's now got a time penalty. I think Lefty now knows that Buyer's just going to go sail off into the distance here. Roscoe getting another penalty. Lad, you got to keep it in on the track. I don't want to check it just in case if I get that, if I can't unpause. I've had it a couple of times this week already, and I don't want to risk it on stream. Ryan pushing to get into that DRS zone here. Just reading chat. If you watch the stream back, I'm just reading chat. Some interesting chats I've been having in that. As Blades of Ice up into P4, I think this is the best Blades of Ice can get unless there is a safety car. Now Ryan's ahead of Lefty. Who's got the fastest lap? Fast lap is with Bio 16.0. So Ryan still closing in on that gap. Eagle another time pen. And Ryan just misses out on DRS. just misses out. And well, 59.32 by Ryan. I don't think that's going to be beat unless there is a safety car. Relic's up into P11 as well, but he might have to pit again on those tail lamp bolt mediums. He might have to pit. Yeah, I saw that. 15.8. But I think, I mean, they both had DRS, so yeah. Well, Blade's got no battery now, so. We're going to have 11 laps to go once these three complete this lap here. There is still time for a safety car. One DNF will bring it out. Jordan Arnold. Oh, there's the move, I think. Byers just let his teammate go through. He's got a penalty, doesn't want to hold up his teammate, so I think that's smart from Bio here. I say, everyone let Relics try to help Ryan out. Well, unfortunately, Relics might have to pit again. And he might pit for the softs. And that if he does, he'll use all three dry compounds. It's not been a great race for Relics. He is desperate for a safety car. Roscoe, another penalty. Lad, 20 seconds. But he'll only take off 5 of them if he pits. Oscar's got Frosty, full P8. Well, Lefty does not make the move. Noodles overtakes Jordan. Frosty gets back ahead of Oscar. Blades of Ice has actually dropped Geordie here, so I tell you what, Blades of Ice, 3.6 seconds. A podium is not out of the question here, chat. A podium for Blades of Ice in the Alfa Romeo, because of Bio's 3 second. A podium's not out of the question. He's got no battery though. Accelerator's into the pits. I tell you, if there is a late race safety car, Blades of Ice is 100% back into this race here. And poor Bio, he'll go down by the wayside. Yeah, Blades of Ice, no battery whatsoever. Bladey desperately needs a safety car for one of these two or one of these three to have an accident. Mine's already at 51%. Bio at 50 as well. Lefty, the the lowest out of the three here. We're going to have 8 laps left. What do we think, chat? Will there be a safety car? Will there be a safety car? We've only had the one DNF, which was Curtis retiring in the pits. We had a lap 1 VSC due to accelerator and potato coming together. Rilo, time penalty. Jordan ahead of Noodles. Good haul of points this for the Williams team. 5th and 6th. I think they're in some sort of a battle in the constructors. Let me just bring it out. Constructors, Williams. Yeah, they're in the battle of Aston Martin, so they will pull away from the Astons. There'll be 7 laps to go. Jared getting a penalty. So let's have a look at all these penalties. 3 for Bio, 3 for Jordan, 3 for Frosty, 3 for Abyss, J-Rad, Relics, 23 for Roscoe, 6 for Eagle, 9 for Viper, 6 for Zervik, 6 for Rilo, and 3 for Potato Bat. Again, Roscoe can get rid of at least 5 of those seconds because he sped into the pit lane. So that'll take him down to 18 seconds. Roscoe's into the pits. He's getting rid of at least, as I said, those 5 seconds, unless he's going to retire, which I don't think he will. Frosty ahead of Noodles for that P7 spot here. Things you love to see. Battery wise, 62, 40, 56. So lefties again, still the lowest out of the 3, but he does have some DRS. Frosty, time penalty, and that's pretty much killed off his race as well. Rilo has now been lapped. I tell you what, Blades of Ice, he's getting uber close here to Bio. Another 2/10. He's under that 3-second threshold, and Bio's podium place could be under threat here. So Bio's got to make a decision pretty quickly on what he wants to do if he wants to stay on the podium. I mean, a 2-4 is still not too bad, but a 2-3 is even better because they're in a championship battle with Ferrari in the constructors. They'll gain a bucket load of points because Relic's still down in P12. Yes, Ryan will win, but Relic's in P12. That's what I think it's what. What's that? 6 points. And look at that. Blade is now under that 3-second threshold. He's under that 3-second threshold here. There's 5 laps to go, chat. That's what I mean. The Bio has to make a decision right now to keep this podium. He has to make a decision to either make a move onto Lefty or make Lefty make a move onto Ryan so he can get ahead as well. I mean, 2-4, they'll still gain on Ferraris, but it could be so much more. Blades of Ice, from what seems to be out of nowhere, might get a podium here. Oh, I think Bio might potential make a move. He's close. He's gaining. No, he's lifted off. He's lifted off. So another lap down. He's got 4 to go. Blades of Ice is still. He's still there. Frosty up into P5. Tell you what, the 2 Alpha Romeos have got some pace here this evening. Oh! Right! Oh! It's a VSC! It's a full course safety! It's a full course safety car! Oh my word, Milo! What have you done? Oh my word! And everybody's going to be pitting! It's going to be a 1-lap safety car. It's a 1-lap safety car. So if you're a best, you can't pit. You have to stay out. Oh my word! No, it's a full course. It's a full course safety car. The game just hasn't updated. Now, deleted. Ryan's in! And the Bulls have set Ryan's in! Ryan is in! They're all pitting. I don't... As I said, it's going to be a 1-lap safety car. It's a 1-lap safety car. I think this could be your podium. Yeah, they should have just all stayed out. Potato and Accelerator are now kicking themselves because they're a lap down. I mean, they could mess up the Bulls here. It's going to be it's only going to be a 1-lap safety car. The safety car will be in this lap. Yeah, look, there it is. Safety car is in. Yeah, but you got to factor Potato and Accelerator as well. And Lefty has now, it's now go, go, go. It is go time, chat. Here we go, 2 laps to go. There will be no DRS. No DRS. And yeah, Potato and Accelerator, they're getting blue flags. Bio is going to go down by the wayside here. Ryan's up into P3 already. And Blades of Ice is up into P4. And all this Bio's... Ryan is already on the back of Bio here. Oh my word, Ryan's made the move, and Blades of Ice is up into P3 here. Oh my word. Bio is down into P5. He's struggling on these hards. We're coming on to the final lap of the racing, chat. It's coming on. Here we go. It's Ryan against Lefty, against Blade of Ice. Geordie Slater could get onto the podium here. Frosty, I don't think he'll get onto the podium. But Ryan, he's still got 2 sectors to go. Is he going to make it into Villeneuve? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's going to make a move into the hairpin. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Blades of Ice. Oh, Lefty. Oh, my word. Oh! Oh, the 2 championship antagonists are taking each other out. Oh, Geordie's out. Oh, my word. I don't know where to look. I don't know where to look. Oh, my word. Ryan is going to win, I think. Oh my word! It's Ryan P1. It's Blades of Ice P2. It's Left 4 Dead P3, Noodles P4, Bio P5, Jordan P6, Frosty down in the P8. A lot of cars are finished. Jordan in the end gets P6, Oscar P7, Abyss P9, Relics gets P10 in the end. It's J-Rad, Eagle, Geordie, Viper, Zervinx, Roscoe gets another time penalty doing some cartwheel. Oh my word. Oh my word! Oh my word, the light safety cars were on the balls of some good points ahead of Ferrari. I think the Bulls might have clawed back a couple of points, but not many. Now we've got to get the top 3 in. Oh my word. Oh my days. Oh shit, I better get these results. There it is. Accelerate getting the fast lap point as well. Oh my days are. There's Blade, Ryan's in. Just waiting on Lefty and then we can start. But what an ending, chat. What an absolute ending. Oh, there's Lefty. Alright, chat. We'll kick off with the podium celebrations. Let me know if you can hear any of the top 3. But Lefty, it's P3 in the end. It's a what could have been race, but that late safety car probably didn't help you both. I think staying out probably in the end, probably the right decision perhaps. But tell us about that race from your perspective.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was looking very good with the amount of battery that I had and the pace that I had at the end, or whole race. And then just another safety car ruined the race again. So P3 should have been better, would have been better, but I can't do anything about it. Can't change it. It was a good race, good showing. A lot of teamwork between me and Greg, so happy with that.
And next week, it is the Mystery Round Grand Prix. So we don't know what track it is, but do you have any thoughts on what you hope it could be next week?
Baku.
Fair enough, just a one-word answer there, chat, but let me know if you can hear him or not. But thank you for joining in the podiums. Hopefully we'll see you back onto the podium next week. We go to P2, man. Blades of Ice. Well, what an ending that was. A little bit of controversy at the end there after their hairpin. But P2, you beat your championship rival, but still a long way to go. But tell us about that race from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the greatest of starts. I think I pretty badly compromised with Crawley. I had a pretty poor first run, so I thought, I'll go out early, and if it's a bad lap, I'll box again and go for one last run. But it was a pretty good lap, but it was only, half a tenth of pole. And then into turn one, I think there was a bit of contact, which basically lost me about 3 seconds of the guys ahead. And then I kind of just ran, well, I tried to stay ahead during the pit stops, but it was kind of, with the long DRS straight, on the hard tyres I kept getting past. And then when we switched onto the mediums, I think I had really good pace. I think I was catching the front guys even without the DRS, but obviously I was pretty far back, and then I got a lifeline for safety car. And boxed onto the softs, made some moves, obviously a bit of contact at the end there. I'm not too sure what happened there, but I've had a look at a couple of clips, and I think I don't feel like they were too much my fault. And obviously ended up P2, maybe, I think Ryan was a little bit too far ahead to have a go, but I think not too bad for not an ideal start to the race.
And as I said, mystery round next week. Do you have any hopes of what you want it to be next week?
I mean, I'm good at tracks that everyone seems to dislike or be bad at. I would pretty happily take Portugal or France.
Well, GG's on the orders of P2. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week. And ladies and gentlemen, go to the race winner. Well, it wasn't as easy as last night for Rapid, but the Bulls surely made you work for it. And then in the end, that late safety car, boxing for some might have been a little bit questionable. But tell us about that race from your perspective.
Yeah, bit of an interesting one. I think it's fairly obvious what's happening up the front at the start. Just had to stay patient. My strategy was the better one. Even in that second stint, I had heaps of battery. I was pretty confident I was going to hang on anyway. And then, yeah, safety car happened, and I thought, the soft tyre gain is going to be massive. So, bit of a risk, but it seemingly worked out. I think it would have been even easier without the lap cars, holding me back on the restart. But, yeah, bit of contact, but I can't really account for a car just stopping in the corner, so it is what it is.
And next week, Mystery Grand Prix. Do you have any thoughts that you wanted to what track you wanted to be at, or are you just happy with whatever?
I don't know what it could be, but as long as it's not Portugal, I don't really care, to be honest.
Well, there's
track's just not fun.
Well, there's Bahrain, Monaco, France, Portugal. I think there's a couple of others as well, but those are the ones I can remember. But you're still in this championship fight. There's 5 rounds to go, plus a sprint race to go. Can he pull it from the clouds above?
I think there'd have to be a serious amount of beef to occur for that to happen. But Ferrari constructors is the main goal, really. But I'll try my best. mystery week anyway.
Well, GG's on a well-deserved race win. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week for the Mystery Grand Prix, which, by the way, chat, it is a 100% race next week. So, we don't know what track it is. We won't know until the lobby opens, I do believe. Or maybe an hour, I don't know. But 100% mystery track next week. Imagine a 100% Monaco, Bahrain. I mean, I think there's a Monza in there as well. Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for another week of Wallaby Racing League action. Don't forget Tier 4, Tier 3 on Sunday, Tier 2 on Tuesday, and Tier 1 next week for the Mystery Grand Prix. And all 4 tiers will be different tracks, chat. So not one tier will have the same track. So I believe what they're going to do is spin the wheel for Tier 4, and whatever track that lands on, it'll be removed for Tier 3, and so on and so forth until there's whatever tracks left for Tier 1. So until then, have a good week, and we'll see you all for the Mystery Grand Prix, which is a 100% race. Goodbye.